Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and today we have another LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens video for you. This one happens to be a new Star Wars adventure, Poe to the Rescue Free Play. That's right, there are some additional levels. They're kind of like DLC levels that came with the original game, and they're just new Star Wars adventures. And this one actually has a True Jedi requirement of 120k, which we already got in our story, as you can tell by the 1 gold brick being rewarded. But we are going to get a couple of vehicle tokens, and of course all 10 mini kits and that red brick, which happens to be for infinite torpedoes. And all right, here we are as per usual with our normal two guys. We got Ray and Chewie, and we're going to go ahead and use the galaxy map to choose Dequa and find Poe to the rescue. And of course, we want the free play option. And which character you choose or vehicle is up to you. And once we get both of those selected, we're going to go ahead and remove that cutscene and find ourselves controlling our characters in this crazy like trash compactor. And as Admiral Akbar might say, it's a trap. And okay, so here we go. Before we can get our first mini kit, we're actually going to need to smash and rebuild this multi-build here. Either option distracts or takes out this Dianoga, which is the weird like octopusy eyeball-y thing that's hanging out in the water there. Once we use that multi-build, we can go ahead and jump across onto this other little, I guess it's just a pile of trash, but don't use that double grapple plug yet. Go to the left back corner of it and use a character with the Force. Use the Force, Luke. And check it out, we actually have a little gonk droid that we can give a little bonk to. Bonk the gonk and rebuild into a mini kit. Woohoo! Now we can go ahead and switch to a character with the grapple ability. And we'll pull out Leia because she was quick and easy right there. Giggity. And we go ahead and look at that. That was, speaking of quick and easy, I didn't even mean to jump into that dive pool, but I was spamming that circle button, pulling that grapple plug, and look at that. I dove right in and actually found the needed pieces to rebuild this rotary boinger for old BB-8, our round hound. So he's going to go ahead and roll all the way up and down to this astromech panel up above. And we're going to go ahead and match some shapes. Once we get those matched up, the room gets all crazy on us. And we're going to need to, well, change some things around and fix that. Because basically, we don't want to get squished. We don't want to end up like a piece of trash. And this is a little weird here. If you notice in the back, it's got BB-8. It's just already come through the little hound hatch there. And, oh, there's another BB-8. But all we need to do here is simply switch to a character that can jump and pull down this switch. And it'll go ahead and check it out. Look at Akbar. He's way up there, and there's no way for him to land or anything. And it's kind of scary if you think about it. It's a long ways down. But once we return to him, check it out. He's safely standing there. And, oh, there's a ledge there the whole time. It was pretty deceiving. But, all right, we're going to move along, and as you can see, there is a mini kit close by. So go ahead and drop down to the front left side and take out those mini Dianogas. I guess they're little baby Dianogas. And go ahead and smash and build up the old staff switch and spin to win, which actually lifts up a bridge, giving us access to this other mound of trash that we were kind of already on. But it's a new area, I guess. And we'll go ahead and smash some boxes to find another dive pool. And inside, with Admiral Akbar, we can find some more bits for a mini kit. So, whoa, watch out for that next step. It's a trap. And, all right, so nothing really of importance out here. In fact, I'm not really sure why. I guess it's part of the story mode. That's right. Some of our characters were still out on that side, and we had to build the bridge to get them across. That is right. Now, next up, we need to smash the weird little generator in the corner and rebuild up this BB-8 rotary panel here. And we'll go ahead and move BB-8 to the left once he's on it to go ahead and shift this tube of dropping parts, and it'll actually give us some parts for a multi-build. And in this case, there's a bunch of mixing and a matching and bouncing and a patching we got to do, but we're just going to cheat. We're going to build it to the far left side, which actually pulls the lift down, and we're going to jump up and get on it with the character, and then, of course, switch to our other character and smash it, which allows it to go up. And if you remember in the story mode, you have to get C-3PO up here, and there's a lot of moving that multi-build around, but we just found an easier way to go ahead and build the far left side and jump up there with the character that's got hops. And then, yeah, once we're up here, we can beep, boop, 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 and hack that Well, I guess it's not Astromech, but I think we even got that one wrong. I think I was talking right over it. But make your way in through the doorway there, and we find ourselves in this new hallway here. And luckily for us, off to the left-hand side, there are these couple of tanks. They're black and red, as you can see. Go ahead and destroy them. You don't need to be a big guy to do it. Any guy will do it. I just happened to switch to the next character from BB-8, and he happened to be large and in charge. But once we destroy those tanks, you do need a regular-sized character to get through the little secret doorway there. And look at that. We're inside what appears to be Vader's room. But it's like a young Vader here because there's all this like kitty-type stuff. But we're going to go ahead and use the Force to manipulate all of the items in here. And I'm not sure if you need to do them all or if it's just this far right item right here. But we went ahead and did them all. And look at that. Booyakashow! The red brick for infinite torpedoes is now available to purchase. So woo to the who. And speaking of woo to the who, check it out. We can make TIE fighters fly and that X-Wing too if we wanted to. But we'll go ahead and bail out, and before advancing down this hallway, we're actually going to backtrack just a little bit and rip down this grapple plug here, which frees the first of 3 little RC droids. They're like little mini droids that drive around, and they're so small, but we'll actually go ahead and get all of them in one swoop right here. So you may have got this in story mode, as I'm pretty sure it was available then. But you need to use BB-8 to go ahead and hack this panel, which removes the laser field and gives us access into the next room, which is good timing, too, because that Wampa is on his way out, and we don't have to worry about him. But as we get into the next room, we are meted and greeted by some stormtroopers. And then, of course, we take those out, and another door opens with some more stormtroopers. And luckily for us, we've got a nice multiplier going, but again, more stormtroopers. So after you take out 3 different groups, there is going to be a door open on the far left. We're going to go ahead and use the grapple plug before using the hat dispenser. That's going to free the second of 3 little RC. I guess they're little Roombas, or as we like to call him, DJ Roomba. Oh, and look at this. Who wore it better, Chewie or BB-8 or Admiral Akbar? I like this hat. It doesn't quite fit on his head. He's got a large head. And all right, well, we're going to go ahead and make our way through after you use the hat to get through that scanner. We're going to find the third and final grapple plug on the right-hand side of the hallway there, freeing our third DJ Roomba. And look at BB-8. Look how awesome he looks with that hat on. And although I switched to Kenton Strider, you'd think that I have lost my hat, but nope, we'll switch to Chewie. And again, I ask, who wore it better? Drop a comment down below who you thought wore the old Special Stormtrooper helmet better. I kind of like either Akbar or, I mean, I don't know. Chewie's wearing it with pride. Look at that. He's turfing nades too. Look at that. And speaking of nades, these thermal imploders, or detonators, I guess. I always mix that up. Thermal detonators that Chewbacca has actually will help you take out the heavy stormtrooper a lot quicker. And also, we're going to need his grenades or thermal imploder detonators, whatever. Oh, in the back left corner, you can see there's some silver bricks. Silver bricks. All right, I was trying to cheat and take out the target a little early, but as it turns out, you need to be up top on that ledge, which we'll get to in just a second. We have one more regular stormtrooper we need to take out before we can advance in this blaster battle. Now, you can go ahead and turf a thermal detonator over there at that silver brick right now, but we're going to wait until this blaster battle is over. We do actually have free reign to run around all over in this area, and there are a couple of mini kits that we need to get before we actually push the old socket into place and actually activate the elevator, which takes us down into the old jazzercise aerobics. Remember that? Guys are all doing the exercises down there. But as it turns out, there's one more stormtrooper, and it took me a minute to find him, but he's kind of cheeky. He's hiding behind that up there in the middle, which is almost kind of the same color as him. So, and look at this guy. Speaking of cheeky, he's shaking his little cheeks at the Wampa, but unfortunately for him, I have removed that force field, freeing him, and he can go ahead and get a little revenge on those cheeky stormtroopers. All right. So we have freed, there he goes. Whoa, watch out for that Wampa. But all right, we've gone ahead and we've destroyed that silver pipe, which gave us Minikit number 4, and we're going to go ahead and take out the bad guys and then move to the back left corner of this area. And once we get back there, there's actually a little hound hatch. It's flashing, but it's kind of hard to see. And this was kind of weird, and hopefully this didn't happen to you too. But notice I switched to BB-8 and roll on through, right? And it gives me this little animation where I go on through, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, it's giving me... my other character has switched. So I tell you what, the last couple of levels, the artificial intelligence, or AI, has just been terrible. And here we go. I go to smash the first box in the front to get the mini kit, and of course he goes back through instead of dropping down. So make sure you smash that box. I know it was kind of tough to see, and my bad on the timing there, but I promise that first box, once it drops, will give you that mini kit. Now, before pushing that down the checkerboard pathway, jump up onto this ledge with an agile character such as Ray. And there's quite a few that can get up here. Athgar Heese can use the old jetpack to get up here too. And although my notes say to use the force powers, it turns out you actually need the dark force power. So the dark side of the force can be used to manipulate this little box here, which then for whatever reason gives us the ability to move these other boxes. And it kind of gives us a ramp to get up there, but I destroyed it for unknown reasons. But go ahead and jump up. In fact, you need a double jump to get up and over those boxes, and check it out. We've got mini kit number 6 in the bag, and we are officially ready to smash and push this down the checkerboard path here. Oops, gotta destroy that too. Rebuild it quickly. Gotta build the handle. Gotta make things easy on us, right? Now, one thing I have not mentioned, but I'm sure you probably already know by now, is that we do have quick links down below in the video description. If you've already got this mini kit for the Jazzercise aerobics, feel free to use the mini kits or whatever to get through. Now, I recommend not aiming at these targets as you go down this elevator. So once we push this into place, it's actually going to cue the elevator and move our characters over onto it. So you don't even have to do anything. Look, boom, voila, we are now here. Now, it takes a while to target these, and it might be kind of hard, or you might get blocked, so I'm just running towards the bullseyes and shooting. And look, I got one before I could even visually see it, and I got lucky, and I got the second one on the way down. Hopefully, you will have good luck and get both of those, and watch out for those guys doing the aerobics there. They're actually going to come and greet us down below at this elevator, so bing, your elevator has arrived. Look at that. Nice outfit, buddy. I especially like that purple one. That's gotta be my favorite. I guess it's more of a lavender, huh? All right, so there are, as you can see, both elevators opened up, but one of the doors was left open. We're gonna go ahead and walk into it. Once we do, we find ourselves in a cutscene, which we have removed. And once that's over, we find ourselves flying in the vehicle we chose at the beginning menu there. Now, right off the bat, we're gonna be a little leery. We want you to follow the old stud circles there. As you can see, the 5th one actually has a mini kit in the middle of it. Now, good news is I recommend finishing this level out. If you missed that, you can always respawn right at the beginning of this section from, well, you have to go to Daqua, and then choose Poe to the Rescue, free play, and then choose the 3rd checkpoint, which I'm not sure what the name of it is. My bad on that. If you really need it, you could ask me, but it should be easy enough to figure out. But, all right, so get that one in the stud ring. Once you make it through, it'll give you a little cutscene, as you can see. And now we find ourselves in this cavern. Inside the cavern, there's tons of these crystals, some of which are green. And you can see I've already taken out 3, and there's a total of 7 needed for mini kit number 9. And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there are plenty more than 9. Again, or 7, excuse me. I said 9, I meant 7. And, all right, well, maybe not. So I got all 7, let's see. No, I guess not. You have to get all 7. So again, worst case scenario, you can respawn the level and go to the very 3rd checkpoint and find yourselves right at the beginning of the flying sequence and get that mini kit in the stud rings if you missed it, and of course get the remainder. I don't know if it'll count those green ones or not if you leave and return. You might have to get all 7 in one actual swoop. Now, speaking of actual swoop, we've got a task at hand here. We have to take out a group of TIE fighters, and once we get done with that, there's these 3 pink, well, there's actually 2 sets of pink things. There are 3, like right down below us, there are those 3 like rock, kind of crystal rocks, and then there's like the 3 big rocks. And the ones that are extra shiny, that are kind of by themselves, those are the ones we need to take out for a mini kit, and we'll show you here in a second. There's actually one right below us, but we can't access those or take them out until we have proton torpedoes, which are not available until we take out this first round of TIE fighters. Now, we've got the first round done. Here we go. You can see the mini kit number 10 annotation has popped up, and here comes the Special Forces TIE fighters with those proton torpedoes. Now, keep in mind, too, there are some torpedo dispensers down below on the ground as well if you're having a hard time finding those other TIE fighters. But go ahead and find 3 and make sure that you take out these smaller clusters first before taking out those big ones. You can see there's the big one down to the left and over to the right in front of us. Now that's a big one. You want to avoid that one, but you want to make sure that you take out these other 3 first. Now, hey, you might have already got this in the story mode, as I believe it was capable. Let me see here. My notes do say that it is available in story, so you may already have this, and if that's the case, then you actually probably have all of the collectibles, or you need to restart this level and go back and play it again. And speaking of playing it again, I just got shot right in the tuchus and got blown up, and luckily for me, I have what's needed, and I'm going to go ahead and fly around and wait for it, booyakashow. 3 of 3, all 10 Minikits are officially ours, and of course, we already got that red brick for the infinite torpedoes as well, so woo to the who. All you have to do is take out the 3 larger rock formations here, which will free the Minox. And then, well, it'll take us to the final cutscene of the level, which, as you probably have guessed, we have removed. And we'll just go ahead and skip on through to the final totals, and we'll get to prove to you we got all that stuff and see what actual vehicle tokens we got, as well as well, let's see how much studs we got. We've got 51 million, 52 million almost, and oh, there she blows. Poe to the rescue, free play. Level is complete. We had already gotten that true Jedi requirement and completed the story, so we already had those 2 gold bricks. But we are going to go ahead and grab a red brick, which we can now purchase from our character selection wheel, and we're going to go ahead and stack up all 10 Minikits and see what we got. This would be cool that if, it would be cool to do kind of like an advent calendar, like a Minikit calendar with themes to it, so you could pull out and build different items, but not know what you're building until you open it. And as you can see, we got a couple of vehicle tokens, and there's a quick peek at our overall totals there. And that's gonna wrap it up for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. New Star Wars adventure, Poe to the rescue, free play. And hopefully you guys found this video fun, informational, and, well, if you guys have any questions or comments, of course, you can head on over to our social pages, Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. We also have HappyThumbsGaming.com, which is the home of our product and gaming reviews and trophy achievement guides, including one for this. So if you've never seen one of our trophy achievement guides, please stop by, use the button for trophy achievements, and also check out the Happy Thumbs Namers page while you're there, too. If you don't know what the Happy Thumbs Namers page is, well, it's a little space of the web that we have dedicated to our fellow Patreon.com supporters. So if you're not familiar with Patreon.com, go to our website, go to the Happy Thumbs Namers tab, and read all about it. As for me, that's going to do it for now. I've got a new computer. Yep, that's right, another new one. This is the second new one I've got since I started this series, and hopefully this one will work out for me, but I'm going to go play with that and get it working and hopefully get a bunch of videos popped out and finish this sooner than later. So, to the as always, until next time,